Rob Brinson is a professional photographer who's worked here in Atlanta for many years, and I'm very excited. I think he's going to be here today at the Jennifer Balcos Gallery to talk about his work. Oh, there he is.
Hi.
Hi, Rob.
How are you? Good to see you.
So good to see you.
Hi.
Who is this?
This is Comet.
Hey, Comet.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Well, sir, let's let him off. He's a free-range husky. All right.
It's great to see you.
Good to see you too.
Glad you're here. As I was just saying, you've been in the photography business for a while, and you've had a very career. You started out in fashion photography, I think. Is that correct?
I have. I started off doing photojournalism and fashion, and I couldn't figure out which one I wanted to do. And for some particular reasons, fashion, they started paying me to do it. Photojournalism was just dodging bullets. And the other one was dodging, women.
Yeah.
But I was drawn to fashion and style, and thought it was, when I was going to school, the one way that you can make money in photography that was artistic was considered to be fashion, because they allowed the most creativity in commercial photography. The other stuff was very heavily art directed and not nearly as personally creative as a photographer was. So.
Well, you've had a fascinating career, and in the past few years, certainly your work has sort of evolved and transformed into a very interesting approach. And these works here that we're looking at are your exhibit right now at the Jennifer Balcos Gallery. And I just love for you to talk a little bit about this amazing effect that you've been able to achieve with these photographs.
Like I said before, I've always, I wanted a style of photography in which, I could be artistic and different, and but still make a living at it. So with my artwork, I still retain a lot of the sense of style, whether it's in fashion or some of my other work. You'll see it's just inanimate objects, but they still have a sense of style to them. This particular series was a show called On the Rocks. I always do kind of a catchy name for my shows. And it was shot in the Sea of Cortez near Cabo San Lucas. It was actually shot over the course of about a day and a half. Photographers tend to shoot in the in the beginning of the day and the end of the day, because they consider that to be the sweet spot in light. In order to achieve this look, though, I went against the grain and shot most of the series in very stark overhead bright light. And the skies would go black because I would tell you my tricks, because I would use a red filter. And by using a red filter in black and white, it makes what's blue go dark. If you use a green filter, it makes what's green go light. So there's some basics that I've always used in photography. I started as a black and white photographer. Actually, back in the day when I started, I did a lot of fashion jobs. Actually, I did newspaper ads that were full page every Sunday. I'd have like 7 full-page ads of fashion, and there was even black and white catalogs. So I harkened back to that, and I've always sort of been known as the black and white photographer. But I love the starkness and the texture that you get from the sand and everything else.
It's incredibly dramatic, and I love the fact that almost lost but not quite in this amazing rock formation, there is in fact a human form, but it's very organic and anthropomorphic. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, the idea was to mix human life with that we have a temporary existence with things that have been around for millions of years. We can see that we're all part of the world in an organic way, and to have them as elements of this to me adds a human aspect. Some people will look at it immediately, they don't even see the person in there, and they see, quote unquote, maybe more of a classic architectural Ansel Adams style of landscape, and then they find the figure and they're kind of intrigued by it, but it's supposed to blend in. The first impulse is supposed to show that all of it works together.
It takes a minute to find it.
Yes, and some of them even more.
Well, Rob has got a number of really exciting and dramatic works on display here at the Jennifer Balcos Gallery, and if you haven't been here or seen it, I encourage you to come. Don't miss it. It's really amazing. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you. All right.